Of course, you can't be that village alone. Neither can parents, even the most devoted ones. There are roles that we all must play. Texas's founders knew that lesson. For them, the state had a solemn and sacred duty to provide the basic infrastructure, the schools, the teachers, and administrators that children needed to get an education. In Texas's Declaration of Independence, amid a long list of grievances revolving mostly around an unjust justice system, there's this outrage against the state, and I'll read it to you. It has failed to establish any public system of education, although possessed of almost boundless resources. And although it's an axiom in political science that unless a people are educated and enlightened, it is idle to expect the continuance of civil liberty or the capacity of self-government. This emphasis on education and the state's role in providing it carried through statehood, Civil War, and Reconstruction. Our founders' commitment led them to set aside land, the most valuable of our natural resources back then, for the education system. They dedicated tax money for it. And in 1876, they wrote 47 words that have bedeviled politicians for at least 2 decades. A general diffusion of knowledge being essential to the preservation of liberties and rights of the people, it shall be the duty of the legislature of the state to establish and make suitable provision for the support and maintenance of an efficient system of public free schools. That's Article 7, Section 1 of our Constitution. More than that, it's a blood oath. Whatever happens, no matter how hard times get, no matter what other demands there are on our budget, and even if we have to raise additional money, we must invest in our kids and in our future. And in the end, it's a commitment to the parents and students who make up this village that the state will provide the infrastructure and the foundation for a good education. Well, I got to tell you, I think a lot of folks in this room here would agree that our infrastructure is beginning to fray a little bit. Our state ranks near the bottom in K through 12 funding per student. Texas already leads the nation in the percentage of adults without a high school diploma, and the problem is only getting worse. If the current state budget hits its mark, let me say that differently. If the current state budget meets its goals, the graduation rate will drop again in 2010 and 2011. If it meets its goals, the graduation rate will drop. Our budget, our most moral of documents, and the one place in all of government where our leaders have no choice but to be honest about what they think is important. Our budget declares in black and white that we can expect a 16% dropout rate each year of this biennium. Now, frankly, many believe that that is an exceptionally optimistic forecast. But even if it's just dead on, it represents more than 45,000 kids per year. That means that if the state does everything it hopes to accomplish in this budget, well over 90,000 more children, nearly the combined student populations of the University of Texas at Austin and Texas A&M, will try to make it in this world without a high school diploma. Texas has got to do better. It has got to live up to its legacy and its mission, and it must follow the examples of groups such as Communities in Schools.